Hello. What the fuck was that? Hello and welcome to a very naked and unafraid episode of Taimanin Newzz. It's going to be a short news segment because nobody really cares about the news. But what we're really going to do, this is really just an excuse to talk about who the next character will be, because we will also talk about other things as is normal for when I'm late to the news. So, without further ado, let's start it up. Our first reward, the first thing we will be unlocking today, is the Asagi Igawa is going to have a cultural appropriation. We got 2 new cultural appropriation outfits in the next Taimanin update. These are limited outfits, probably to go along with Saika and her Indian sheaf outfit. That is the hottest news in this whole thing. As far as news goes, you don't have any music, do you? Let us fix that. I gotta have a little bit of music. I gotta have a little sound for you, because without the sound, there is nothing else. You gotta at least have sound, right? That's better, much better. The quiet scares me. I don't like the quiet. Nobody really likes the quiet. But back to the Taimanin News. Also, this is an update for YouTube. It looks like we got this nice little scrubber now. Oops, got ahead of myself. Anyway, Astaroth is coming back, her special package. I don't know about you lot, but when I hear the Astaroth package, when I put her in that outfit, I can't tell who she is. I had a fun idea in the past so Taimanin takes a lot of stuff from other series, and I thought it would be fun to go through some of the characters that these girls have copied. I never did it, obviously, but I'm talking about it now. It's a very nice outfit, one of my favorites for her, for sure. Pickery also enjoys it, clearly. Nothing huge there, but it's a nice outfit, and her supporter's also coming back. That supporter, very fire artwork, love it. The only gripe, and I know that none of the costumes do this, so there's no reason for them to do this, but it would have been cool if it turned her fire purple when she wore those gauntlets. Now they do have something similar in other girls. That would have been really neat if they just turned her fire purple. That's it. Just made it purple fire, like to fit the art. Or if the supporter, putting that supporter on, made her purple, her fire purple. That would have been awesome. They didn't do it, and they're not going to do it. But I thought that'd be cool. She's coming back today. You will be able to get her today. By the time you watch this video, you're probably going to have maintenance. And by the time you watch this video, when it's over, today, you can start logging in. You can get in there. You can get in there. And this is not, I'm not here trying to sell you something now. I'm not here trying to sell you. This is, the supporter is coming back. She could be a fun playable character, if I do say so myself. Which, speaking of playable characters, we're definitely going to get into that in a little bit. But that's it for the boring portion of Taimanin News. So now that we got through all the boring stuff, let's talk about, well, I mean, this is still kind of boring. We're not going to get into it right away. But there's going to be login bonuses. Yay! You get spring tickets, which I never use. I think it fixes up your girls, or I don't know. What does it do? Terrible. I'm not here for information, just here for information. And you get a secret ticket. It's probably not a secret ticket. It's just one of the random. Either you get a supporter or you get an attack. Guaranteed you are. Not a bad. You get the secret thing. I don't know if anybody usually uses that, but you know, it's a login. There's no fun commander mark at the end like there was the last one, unfortunately. And then Kikuchi Aoe is coming back. She reduces damage taken by melee attacks, which is pretty good, and reduces the cooldown of supporter skills, which is pretty decent, I suppose. I do like her art style. She has a very cool style, and I would very much appreciate if she became playable someday. But speaking of playable characters, we have a little teaser. Look at this. That's right. New character incoming. And I have a few ideas. Somebody put out the idea that maybe Clone Asagi is the character. Well, I don't think that's the case, though that is a good point. Luckily, somebody has done the work. Never mind, they didn't do the work for me. This is old. Don't pay attention to what this person says. Shout out to these people. They get a free shout out, I guess. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. We're gonna go back to it because it has to be done. This is an important image that needs to be brought up because above all else, I believe that this is what Taimanin is using to pick the characters. ANNEROSE is out. Both clones. I don't think this is the Asagi clone because if you notice, the hands are colored. And Asagi, let me show you real quick. Not there. Asagi has... Is this a safe for work post? I don't know. I get a little worried when I look up Taimanin stuff. So I might zoom this in just to play it safe. But her hands... I already have this ready. I'm silly. Her hands are... Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if any of that's safe for work. I have to double check it. But her hands are... They don't look like that. Her hands are metal. Now, a lot of people said they thought that it was somebody else as well. I don't think it's a Asagi clone. As a matter of fact, as much as it hurts me to say, I think the clones are being ignored. Unless they're planning on doing some kind of big thing with the clone Asagi and clone Kakazi. I don't know why they even involved them, because they've skipped them, and a lot of people think it's this gal right here, Shisui down here. Now, the reason I don't think it's Shisui is you saw, we're not going to go to the image, but you saw the image. I'm not saying it's going to be a 1-for-1 of the image, but she has her on there, so let's just support her. Okay. Not what? No, what am I doing? This is terrible. She's not even on here. Well, I forgot what I was doing. Nobody has Shisui on. I don't even know what she is right now. Hold on. I hate searching for these girls. I don't even know what color I have her right now. Shisui, where are you? Oh, man. She doesn't even have like a very like noticeable face. Where is she? She's pretty old, so she's gonna be pretty high up, right? I know somebody's watching this video. It's like, she's right there. Don't you see her? And no, I don't. That's the problem. I had to have passed her. These are new characters. There she is. Now, there's a chance it's her. The hands do match a little bit. Shisui isn't the first thing I guessed. My first guess, which, you know, if this is off of that image, that means that either two things. The clones aren't happening, and they're going to the end of these votes right here. This hand isn't too bad, but if I'm not mistaken, this robot has 4 hands, not 5. And the image, if we're supposed to go for a 1-for-1, has blue arms. This thing doesn't look like it has blue arms. It's more gray. So there's another character I thought it could be. Obviously, everybody would think this. So since her outfit is in the room, which it's rare that you see them come that fast after they've been put in the cloning room or whatever you call it. She's old too. I don't know where she is. While I wouldn't be opposed, I know for a fact she's blue, so let's make this a little bit easier. I know for a fact she's old too. There she is. We'll get to the fancy one, I guess. I know for a fact she's blue. What? I know for a fact her hand doesn't look like that either. So Shisui does have a good chance. I think, however, and this one may be controversial, I don't know, but if you've been watching the official Taimanin Newzz, not the unofficial Taimanin Newzz, or the official unofficial, because I've also mentioned it. Actually, if you've watched the unofficial Taimanin Newzz, I've mentioned this a lot, that I thought that somebody was hinting at somebody coming. Where is she at? Why is it mixed up like that? I think I'm gonna put my hat in the ring. I'm gonna say it's Granny. Now, in all fairness, the hand color is different. This is true. But what does she have? Why can't I zoom her in? What is happening? There. But if you notice her hands, she has 4 fingers right there. And Pickery has mentioned Granny way too many times for her not to be playable character in some kind of form. That's my consumption. The hands do match Granny's style, the old robot style. And it's also worth mentioning, let's go here. And this is why I think it's a huge possibility that that's gonna be Granny. Let me find this collection here. So the girls, it's been, when's the last time we had a light and the loafers kind of gal? It was Felicia. Then it's been pretty busty. Saki is still pretty busty. Sora, that's her name. I kept calling her Sakia, or whatever. And then we've had these girls. We all know these 2 girls are busty. So Taimanin likes to mix it around with big girls to small girls. It wasn't until recently, the last small girl we got was Noah. And then after her, we got 3 busty girls. And then we got a small girl. And now we've had way more than 3. Taimanin is due for a shorty. So I'm putting my hat in the ring. I'm saying it's Granny. I think Pickery has been hinting at this. The hands match that way more than Shisui's does, which I would like Shisui, but I don't think that it's Shisui's robot. It could, now I will say, it's half and half. It's a good chance it's Shisui just because of the poll that you saw, that I showed you before. And I do think that Heavy Code is going to become playable, even though it's going to be very controversial. I do think Shina Coca-Cola no is going to be, and a big no indeed, he's going to be playable at some point. Because his outfit's in the room. It's going to happen regardless, whether you accept it or not. The real question is he going to be the first playable character that's a male? And technically, he would be the first male character that looks really feminine, but there's cool characters in this series. That's a whole other video. But my point is, I think that it's not Clone Asagi, though. That would be interesting. And I just want to note, I think, since I mentioned this before, you see how Sagi has her gloves on? This was meant to be a clone. And I think they kind of played us, because this outfit was supposed to be based on a clone Asagi. And this supporter right here, where's that? Let me get it real quick. Actually, I think I have it on her. I have her somewhere. Where's she at? Well, right in my face, I'm sure. You know what? I ain't got time for this. I can find her quicker here. This supporter was supposed to be a clone. Never forget this. I will never let you forget this. Now, of course, she's available now, so I'm not going to bitch too much. But this was supposed to be a clone. It was not supposed to be a butler. When this was promoted to us, this was promoted as a clone Asagi. Hence the gloves, because she is a robot. She has robot hands anyway. She's not a robot. But I do think that Granny is going to be that character. I think that Pickery's been telling you about it. She's been telling you, but nobody's listened. It's gonna be Granny. It's not Shisui, though. I would like Shisui too. And if it is Shisui, white hair supremacy. We did it. That's all I really want. So either way, I'm gonna be happy. But that's another reason why I don't think it's Shisui. These people are purposely trying not to give us a white hair girl. A silver fox girl, close. A purple, almost white hair girl, yeah, you bet. We got that. But what we did not get, we have not gotten, there's 2 we have not gotten. We have not gotten a dark skinned girl, and I mean like a dark elf kind of girl, and we have not had a white hair girl. I don't think they're going to give it to us that easily. I don't think it's going to be Shisui first. I think that the next playable character, you can mark it on your calendars. Mark it right here at this timestamp, whatever it is. Granny is the next playable character. You can take that to the bank and cash it in, crypto or otherwise. I'm telling you, it's gonna be grand. But that's the end of this Taimanin News. If you liked it, I will sing you a ditty to say goodbye to the Action Taimanin Newzz, parentheses, unofficial. It's Taimanin Newzz, unofficial. For you, for me, it's Taimanin Newzz, unofficial. Thank you for playing. Peace.